we are there.
All right, we are live on this beautiful Tuesday.
Oh yeah, it's Tuesday, uh, August the 20th.
Still August, still Leo season.
Oh shit! I sure wish I had that damn thing queued up so I could have went ahead and gone about our business.
It is still Leo season. Don't act like that, Victor.
I'm gonna try not to.
Please don't. We are really good people. You know, our hearts are pure. We're nice.
Go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, we are here live on this Tuesday, CMG Studios. I am. Oh, wait. Let me get my mind together. It's only Tuesday. It's been a long week. Is that okay to say?
That is okay to say.
I mean, all right. Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. I am your host, Veronica. Back with you on this beautiful Tuesday evening. And over here, I have Vic White.
How y'all feeling today?
hmm And over to my left, I have Brother Fatine, all the way back from WBLS radio station, New York.
Hey.
We do not have any guests tonight. It's only us three.
Oh, we do have a guest.
I was going to say us three knuckleheads. I
Yeah.
am not including
No,
myself.
you better. Hey, hold on. I agree with that. Well, we do have guests tonight.
We do.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Our viewers.
Oh well.
Yeah, our special guests tonight.
Okay.
They can throw the questions and no shoe size and hand size and how tall I am. you
Man, I see hater number one has entered the building early.
know.
Hey Nicole.
Early. Damn, y'all already know who hater number one is.
Hater number one.
Hi Michelle. Hey Sly. And everyone out there watching. We appreciate y'all. Hey Thomas. We're so glad that you all are tuning. Damn.
You all right?
You know-
you changed the word because it wasn't the word you used earlier today.
I don't
Let's
know.
go back to Sesame Street and let's have what's the word of the day for you? Woo!
I don't know what's going on. Like it's Tuesday. I should be happy. We're here on the T. We're back together again. I don't know. It's like
I'm tired.
yeah, I'm tired too.
I've been running around with a friend, and then, but I just had a good conversation, too, on the phone, so it was really good. But anyway, but I got a question for Victor.
What's up, bro? What you got?
This is nothing to stumper. Yo, where you get a box of honey packs from, bro?
Damn.
Wait a minute.
That's all.
Wait a minute.
Bro.
So I'm gonna tell you, I got something a little better than that. We talk after.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm.
It'll last a little longer.
Okay.
It lasts a couple days. There you go.
You know what? You gotta start.
You okay? What you gagging on over there? You all right?
You say what she what?
Gagging on.
Oh shit.
Oh, we in here. We in the building, baby. Woo!
I don't know what is going on. I gotta get my thoughts together.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you, sir, stop hanging with trying to hang with these little young gals. Now you need honey packs. Like what?
I know. Why you associated that? I sweeten my tea with it. That's all.
So-
It's a real good sweetener.
So I think some people don't realize when it comes to that, it's not about the get up, it's about the comeback. That's
I'm sorry.
that's
I just seen wood. You talking about wood, so I hit wood.
Oh my gosh.
so that's the main thing when it comes to to that. It's really not the initial time. It's basically about
The comeback.
the comeback. It just shortens that
Yeah, got
that comeback quicker. So, I think some women think that is for the initial. Nah, the initial we good.
Oh, so in that case, then we should have told the girl that wrote the letter. It said that her boyfriend. This is what, a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever. But she was saying her boyfriend doesn't last.
It,
So,
it
honey
won't
pack?
it won't help you with the see and that's what I kept trying to explain to y'all. Like there's nothing you can do for coming quick. There's nothing. Like you can't do anything. You can't eat nothing. You can't exercise. It's just a sensation.
It's a sensation. It's crazy. If you don't get the sensation down there right away, it's more of a mind thing. But sometimes when that sensation down there, it don't matter to mind because you can't control
You
it.
can't control
You
it.
can't control it if it's that sensation. But sometimes if you are rolling and you ain't getting that mental that physical sensation there, your mind control can also hold till you pop.
So I tell you this, I'm gonna tell you the stupidest shit
Yes,
that I done. People say, "Oh, think about baseball." So for years, I'm like, I was trying to my mind somewhere else, and they like music and all that, and I'm gonna just tell you this: when that sensation come, it just there's nothing you can do. But the older I get, I realize if my mind is out of it, Vic Jr. is out of it too.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
Big Jimmy.
you just gonna have to. I'm gonna tell you right now. The first time we do it, you just go ahead and be prepared because it ain't gonna last that long. Now the second and the third time, if it don't last long, that's on me.
Yeah.
But the first time on you.
But when and it's interesting that Victor said this because and Casey, what's up, Casey? She was on my other podcast when I took the honey pack on the podcast because I put it in my tea. And what you just said was interesting. It's not about the initiative. That's you. That's on you. It's about the bounce back, brother. It's about the spring back, and that's interesting. That's interesting. Even if you going about your day, you feel a little different.
I'm telling you, that
Oh,
honey
yeah.
pack's got something in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember the first time I took it, you know what I'm saying? I got a son out the deal, you know what I'm saying? But,
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
I ain't took no
No.
more since then. But I got a baby out the deal. And I told her, man, you got to knock this one. I was in the Charlotte, man, you got to knock this motherfucker down, cuz it was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bounce
yeah,
back.
yeah.
That springboard is woo.
How did we get here so quick?
This is the tea, ain't it?
I mean,
You said you
just
was talking about the dude coming
spit it
quick, so
in.
I guess we just kind of came quick, too.
Yeah, we might as well get
Base.
straightforward. That's what we
So,
do.
so let me tell you something. First of all, let me back up because hater number uno gonna start out saying whatever works for y'all. LOL, and it's nothing against what she's saying, but one thing I will say: some women who y'all don't know when a man is on something, but you know when he ain't on something.
Right.
So Shannon Sharp said it best. He said he took something one time for the first initial time he slept with a woman, and then the second time she was like, "Hold up, bring that penis back you brought the first time." So y'all got to understand. Sometimes you might not know, but you do know the difference between when he takes something and when he don't. Y'all will know. Y'all will
And
know.
then you got to realize I'm older than Victor. This built up mileage here. So sometimes that bounce back, you need a little bounce back. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So
I don't understand why you looking at me though like that.
I'm
when you
talking
talk
to you.
about
I'm
bounce back.
not. I'm just talking with you.
Look at Victor.
No, he's a man.
Yeah,
I don't need to be
don't
looking at a
look
man
at
talking
me.
about a penis bounce back. I don't need to be looking at Victor. I need to be feminine energy.
So
Shoot.
Bree says, so basically if you going too long, is it trash? I don't think so. Like I'm not gonna say that. I think some people, I'm not one of them, have control like that. Like you going 30, 45 minutes, I just can't. I'm gonna tell you now, my body gonna give up before something else give up. I'm gonna just be like, listen, this motherfucker ain't coming. Let's just lay down and try again, in about 15 minutes. But I think when we talking about time, I think we so focused on how long it lasts. If both of us are satisfied and it happened in 3 minutes, What's the big deal?
No big deal.
Okay.
Uh, you said that very quickly.
Because not, hey, daddy, hey, mama.
You ain't no
Not
virgin.
everybody wants someone in them 30 and 40 minutes. Like, let it go.
Yeah, we trying.
Sometimes.
I tried from the beginning to let it go.
Go.
But you mad when I try to let it go when I want to. So Nicole says something other than alcohol. So that used to be the cheat code for me at one time. But I was so self-conscious, like, well, damn, I know my breath smell like alcohol and I smell like alcohol. She might not like it, but, you get, because at one time they used to say the gin, you get on that gin, you know what I'm saying? You do it all night.
Coming back again.
No, you ain't coming back. Maybe for the woman, maybe. But I'm just saying, when I was on that, if I was drinking gin, because we.
Yeah, that's a good sleep after. Huh? Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay,
There you
then.
go.
Welcome to the tea, everyone. If this is your first time, this is what it's about. We talk about any and everything here at Tangy Tea of Life. So thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. Sly, thank you so much for the stars. We appreciate you each and every week sending stars our way.
Happy birthday to Mr. Sam, who just entered the building.
Yes.
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, Mr. Sammy. Made it another year. And many, many more to you.
We sure did jump in here and didn't find out about people's weekend.
Right. Like, y'all just went left real
I just had
quick.
to ask Victor a
Yeah,
quick
you-
question about the honey pack. That's all. I said, where you get the honey packs from? That's all.
Yeah, leave it to you to kick the show off that way.
Oh, you know it. They say that on the other show. Fatina's in there.
gosh.
That's life.
So, Victor, how was your weekend, sir? We
It was cool. I'm gotten into pickleball real heavy now, so I'm playing pickleball damn near every day, and I hosted an event in Lydia. The South Side Soul Steppers did a trail ride in Lydia on Indian Branch Road. That was my first trail ride, but I think third time at that field, and they had a bunch of steppers out there. So shouts out to them. D-Town Swag, Dollar Town Swag, I think. They came out they performed that song. The guys that did that came out there and performed that song.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm just playing. It's a dope song. It really is. It really is, and I love to see, I shouldn't even call them local, but I love to see people that I know make music and it's actually good music and can be played. So, that song can be listened to Pandora, Google Play, and Apple Music.
If I play it now, can we all get up and do it?
No, I'm not dancing nothing. My hips hurting.
I'm tired. I've been out all day.
If I play it, y'all want to see me do it?
No.
I'll look at you. What I said, I'll look at you.
T, how was your weekend, sir?
I had a great weekend. I went to New York Thursday. My oldest daughter, Fatia, she tells her age, so I was 32. 32 years old.
Birthday.
And Friday, so we went out. That was her official birthday. But then Saturday, she hung out with family and friends, her sister, and she just looked gorgeous. Both my daughters. They had a great time Saturday, and then I hosted a panel, me and my co-host Jennifer Jones Austin from WBLS Open Line in Harlem for Harlem Day, doing Harlem Week. It's been going on all month, and just to be up there with the people. Sometimes I see Jessica Dewberry pops in here, and just really, really, really had a great time. So. It's just, home. New York is home. It's no ifs, ands, and buts. I got a chance to meet some people I haven't met. And then there's people I know. I went to catch up with Bow-Legged Lou, Full Force. I did, because he's a great guy. He's a jokester, but he's a good guy, and I got a chance to catch up with him and some other folks. There was an actor that was on my panel, Ruben Santiago Hudson, Lackawanna Blues, does Broadway. He's award-winning director, actor, and film and playwright. Excuse me. And he was really strong on our panel. So it was just good to be up in New York, good to be back here, because I just like the peace and quiet down here. Go to the grocery store, it's not like crowded. New York, you get back into the hustle and the bustle. But that was my weekend. I had a great weekend. So thank everybody at my station, WBLS. And also just happy heavenly birthday, as we say, heavenly birthday. I guess everybody that passes in heaven, I guess, to the late great Isaac Hayes that I got a chance to work with and got to know personally, where I could just pick up the phone and call him. Today's his birthday, so happy heavenly birthday to Brother Isaac Hayes.
Well, it seems like both of you had a really wonderful weekend.
Ain't what about yours?
I had a great weekend. Still celebrating me and my birthday. It's still Leo season. Still Leo season. I'm still celebrating. People around me are still celebrating me, and I appreciate them. To Mr. Michael and Miss Ellen and Precious, who invited me along with them to Charlotte to the Panthers game for my birthday. Thank y'all so much. I had a great time. I have not been to an NFL game, even though it was preseason. It's just still being surrounded around the fans and who was loud and all that. It felt great because I have not been to an NFL game in so long. The last NFL game I've been to, Mike Vick was playing.
Wow, who was he playing with?
The Falcons.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn, that was 2000 to 2004?
Yeah, because
So
he
long
ended with the
ago.
Jets. He ended with the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so that was my weekend.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I had a great time.
That's a great stadium. I like that
It really
stadium.
is.
I went to see Beyonce there, but just to see a football. I mean, I did go to Jacksonville, but the Panther Stadium is a real nice stadium. I like the, again, I went for the Beyonce concert, but it's a good airy stadium. I like that.
And shout out to my boy Renee, who I've worked with many years in radio. He actually worked for the Panthers, and he's been working for them for a very long time. And I had a chance to see him in action, and it was got to give him a hug while it was halftime. He came out the field, and we chatted up a little bit. But shouts out to my boy Renee, who's doing big things with the Carolina Panthers.
What's up, Renee?
Yes.
Yo.
So I want to say this. I just seen Destiny come in, so shouts out to her. Haven't seen her
Hey,
in a few
Destiny.
months.
Yes.
We miss you. We miss you.
Yo.
Second thing is,
Can I just sit in your shot?
you can
might
if
as
you
well.
want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bree says, if a dude constantly finishes quick with you, claims it's just with you, is that a compliment? And Jason comes back and says, Bree, have you ever finished a plate of nasty food fast? Never. So to everybody, to women, that is a compliment, I would think, to them. But it could become, I guess, a bad thing if you're not getting satisfied. It's a compliment, but you ain't getting satisfied, so I get it.
Are you saying the woman isn't getting?
Yeah, I get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would think that's a compliment. Yeah.
Wait.
You got the good.
Wait. No.
Go ahead, bro.
Whoa.
Go ahead and get it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see. I give it to her because if it ain't good and it ain't got no walls, then it's hard to climax quick.
That's
If
facts.
it ain't no walls, because now you got to do this.
Yeah.
Because if it ain't no walls, you just drop on in.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's happened before.
Yeah, I got to make it mental now because I'm not hitting no walls. There's no friction, and if there's no friction, hey, heck with that, man. I was the space shuttle up in there or something like that? No.
So I'll say this, and just trying to keep it even. Women, you might have walls. He just can't reach them. So let's just keep it even, because I got into a verbal sparring match with somebody yesterday, and they told me that I didn't like women. So
What?
yeah, that was some bullshit. I can let you read so I'll tell you this. This is what it started off saying. So what happened was, a little boy was sitting in the barber's chair, and he spit on his mama.
Okay, I did see that.
All right.
I saw that. Post.
He spit on his mama. So the lady that put the video out there said, what would you do in this situation? So to be fair, I had screenshot and sent it to a bunch of people and say, man, please dissect this conversation. And I said, my mind won't allow me to think my kids would do some foolishness like that. That isn't the first time that he's done something like that towards her. She definitely is the problem. And then the girl comes behind. I won't read all of it. She says, dang, do you even like women? You're so quick to always blame the woman in the picture. And I says, do I like women? That was dumb. Did you see a man in the video? Because if you did, it's his fault. But whatever, he didn't spit on his daddy. He spit on his mama, but it's your world, sweetheart. And I ain't going to keep going into it. But all I saw in this picture was the woman recording it, her son spitting on her, and she posted the video for whatever reason. In my eyes, you're the problem. Now, I know the initial question was, what would you do in the situation? Like I said, my mind could not get me to even think that my child would fix their lips to spit on me. So I feel like what a child does behind closed doors, they will do it in public. But for that boy to feel that comfortable to spit on his mama in public, you record it and post it, I think the whole damn thing is just messed up.
Well, I do feel like the mother should. Some people just post too much. Mm-hmm. That doesn't make sense for posting. Why would you post your son spitting on you? For one, that's embarrassing. Two, I mean, I don't know if she was trying to. I don't know what she was trying to do by posting that video because it made no sense. I would not post a video of my son disrespecting me.
How old was his son about?
Maybe. He looked like he was about 3, maybe?
No, he was about 8.
Yeah, about 7.
He was
7
about
or 8.
7 or 8. He wasn't no little boy.
Yeah,
and even at 3, you know better. You don't spit. But each house is different. You know, I don't. This boy hawked back and spit. It wasn't like no
Yeah, like
each house is each house is different. But you do that to other people. They, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn.
They'll hurt you.
They'll hurt you.
They'll hurt you.
And for her to post it, unless she's posting it to say, let me give you some ammunition, because when y'all call Child Welfare Services on me after I give you a track record of what this badass devil child doing, and when I put my foot in his mouth, then you'll understand why I've done this, because this child. But I agree, on the serious side, for Victor, you summed it up. For you to do that, I don't want to sit here as a responsible adult. My child did that. Ass whipping, popped in the mouth. Ain't no if. Now you may disagree with it.
No.
But I'ma do it. That's it. You ain't gonna fix your mouth. You ain't spitting on nobody else. One thing I told, don't pick up your feet towards somebody and spit at somebody. You spit at me, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, and it was thick spit too.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you something, Fatine, what you said, you know, how anybody disciplines their child is different. But I'm gonna tell you something. The person that posted this, it was going back and forth, they don't have any children. So it's easy for you to say what you will and won't do when you're not dealing with that type. So like I said, I don't want to go too far into our verbal thing, because the shit, it really had me upset, because you took a shot at me. I just said your comment was dumb. And then you turned around and said I insulted you. But when you clearly came at me first, but I'm not going there with you because she tried to make herself victim. And then I understand her homegirl came in there and tried to defend her and talking about steel, sharp and steel. Like that whole.
So what was her response to the kid spitting?
She was like, "There's a bigger issue that's at the home. Maybe he's
saying the woman is the issue."
Yeah, she basically she was like, "Why I'm always saying the woman the issue? Because she's in the video. Like I can only see what I see. I can only respond to what I see, and I didn't see both parents in the video. Because if both parents was in the video, I would have said both parents are at fault. I saw the mama and the son.
Now, I can say, and I said this before on the show multiple times, some kids pick up on stuff outside of their home. You can be the best parent. You can talk to your kids day and night, what not to do, what to do. Them kids still going to make a decision when they get out there around other people to do crazy stuff if they surround themselves around kids that act that way. But for her to post that is what I still cannot. Some people post stuff just to get hearts and likes and all that stuff that should not be posted. And I have a problem with that.
Yeah. Victor, I don't know if the person you talk to, if they're watching the show, but this is Fatine, not Victor speaking. You don't have a child, so if you did, and your child hocked up like that at 8 years old, I'm going to do what Fonzie did. I'm not going to put my hand on that child because that's abuse. I'm going to go get another 8-year-old or 9-year-old. And that 9-year-old, like Fonzie went and got Spike, his cousin, his nephew, and came back. See, y'all always want to, there could be a bigger problem. There's not a bigger problem when a child hawks back and spit at you.
His mama.
Mama, I don't give a damn. I don't see too many kids doing that with their damn father.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
No.
So I'm telling you, let your child, but you don't have a child, but let your child do that. I got family members, and they rock and roll. And if they get beat, they get beat. But you ain't going to hawk up and spit on me like that. That is crazy.
We all know that there's a difference between a child being around the mother and a child being
we're making excuses.
My mother, I couldn't do that to my mother.
Saying,
My mother
like,
knocked me into yesterday. My mother knocked me into yesterday.
Respect is respect.
That's
I'm
true.
not going to, like Fatim said, you don't put your feet on me and you don't put your spit on me.
No.
So I'm going to tell you this. My child, I have been around killers. We've all been around somebody that went to jail. That don't make me no killer. Right. I've been around, when I went to Royal Elementary, I seen these kids tell their mamas shut up in the 4th and 5th grade. I've seen it. Mm-hmm. Man, you think, shit. Man, I can't tell. That thought better not even cross my damn mind. If my mama see it, I'm 43. My mama see me. Boy, what were you looking at?
Listen, and another thing she did in the video where I thought was crazy. Remember, she slap him or something
She
and
did
call
slap
him
him.
a bitch?
She did call him a bitch.
B-I-T-C-H. You little B-I-T-C-H.
So there's a lot of...
But all this is on film and you posting it.
That's the problem I have. That's a big problem. She posted the video. Sometimes our children are always going to do things in the privacy of our home. When we correct them, that's where I think it starts at. So even if I correct my children, nobody has to know it. You just know that my child don't do shit like this in public.
Right.
So Gary, my man Gary Madison, and it's a good question. Why does the kid feel so angry to do this? And that is where I was going to go and say that there could be a bigger problem at home. But if there's a bigger problem at home, I still got to come back to Victor and say, for this kid to do that, and then for her to call him out of his name like that, there is something bigger, right? The woman said, so I do understand there could be something bigger, but there's still the initial act that right there, it's consequences on the spot consequences.
So I'll tell you this, bro. There are parents out there that put their children in bad situations to begin with. And by that saying, my son is 1 year old. I remember Toys R Us. I would never take him to Toys R Us and expect him not to act like a 1-year-old. I'm about to go out of town here shortly. I would love to take my child with me, but we driving to New Jersey. I cannot take my son with me because I'm going to expect him to sit in the car seat for 8 to 9 hours. That just ain't going to happen.
How old is he?
He's 1. He ain't doing it. Even if he was 4 or 5, I'm set. Now, if I was flying, like I told his mother, that'll be different. But I'm not going to set my child up for failure if I know, he going to sit down. No, he's not.
You traveling by yourself?
No, I'm traveling with my mother. But what I'm saying is that I'm not going to set my child up for failure. If I take my son to church with me, and I know the type of church that I go to that is very quiet at all times. We damn near Catholic. That they don't play all that loud talking and shit. I know not to take my son up in there because he's not going to sit down.
So, and see, that's why I'm not going to sit here and tell Victor. That's why people, every situation, household, or however is different. We didn't travel with Fatia to 10 months. But 10 months, she was in the car seat, and Hanifa at times rode in the back with her. So she maybe went to sleep and she'll switch and come up. But a different type of maybe temperament with the child. We waited to 10 months. She wasn't a year, and she was a good child, so we didn't have a problem her. And basically, she got up from New York to Walterboro, exit 68.
Ooh, that's a long way.
Yeah.
That is a long way.
Yeah, that's a long ride,
What,
man.
11 hours?
And that's my first drive. That's my first drive
Mm.
ever down south, so the grandparents could meet their first grand from Hanifa. Yeah.
That's a real long. But girls and boys.
But we stopped at and we stayed at the south of the border overnight. And
Oh well, I mean, you did stop, but Walterboro's still another hour and a half from
yeah,
there, ain't it?
yeah, 2 hours, honestly.
2 hours, yeah.
Let me see. Mr. Sammy says there's no excuse for what that kid did, but the mother is wrong for posting it. Exactly.
Facts.
And Gary says agree on the spot.
That's right.
Laura says I will also travel later in the day, so eventually my son will fall asleep.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to. I don't ever want to put my child in a position that they can fail. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take my child out to a store where there's a bunch of people or a bunch of distractions where he is going to be into things. I mean, he's a kid. He's one. He's going to be mischief and all this stuff. He's a child. So,
Are you embarrassed?
huh?
Are you embarrassed? Because I know the children are mischief, but are you a little embarrassed because children are going to be children?
No.
And I don't have a problem taking my child. And if they're a little raunchy, not raunchy, but a little rambunctious or whatever, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that because children are going to be children, but we're still setting the stage of discipline, not over disciplining, but there's a stage when you go out in public. So you start when they're young. But again, Victor says 1 year old, but we took our child, I took my child any and everywhere. You know, once they got their shots, you know, I'm rolling.
So,
Hater number 2,
who's hater number 2?
Tim Johnson.
Oh, so basically, I don't do the stroller thing. I'm not. Only time I do the stroller thing if we in a crowd of people and we're at an event and I just don't feel like holding them. But if we going to a store, nah, I'm not pulling out no damn stroller because we walking together and I may hold your hand, but one thing we ain't gonna do, we ain't going to the toy section. We ain't doing that because I'm setting you up to show off. We're going to go in there. We're going to get you some clothes. We're going to get a few food items, and we leaving. But I ain't holding your hand. And one thing, I'll say this one thing about your child. If you spend enough time with your child, they really don't want to wander off from you that far. They will kind of do their little thing, but they still going to look back. Now, once he gets about 2 or 3, then I know he going to be wild, and then daddy going to have to just be daddy. You know, I ain't got to put my hands on him, but I will, you know, we going to have some talking to. I'm going by the guidelines I did with the other 3. I ain't had to beat nobody. And I hope with this 4th one I don't either.
So KC says, if you don't expose them to situations, how will they learn to behave? And that's what I was saying. If you, again, you know your child. For me, it's times where I had to talk with my children, but they went because their mom's times was sick. So it's times where we just rolled, you know, but I did the stroller thing. But I had a stroller that I could put on the back of my, you know, and I did the baby bag. You understand? And I carry like usually carry, but I did do the stroller thing. But remember, I'm in New York. It's a little bit more congested. I'm dealing with public transportation sometimes. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you, for us, especially men with their children, you want to get a seat, get on the train or the bus with a child and be a man. You'll get a seat.
Well,
so that's another thing. See, Casey, you got to see. She said these days, you better hold on to their hand because people snatch kids all the time. So Casey, we don't live in a city where that's. I'm not gonna say that's not possible, but it's not that congested. And plus, I keep 2 guns on me with my son. I air this motherfucker out. Somebody snatch my child. Yeah. I mean, and I keep one in the chamber, and I don't have a safety on my Glock. So I'm not trying to scare nobody or saying I'm this, that, and the other, but I'm willing to take a life sentence for somebody playing with my child. So that's why it's a little relaxed down here, and maybe the South is, you know, a little different from New York. Like you said, I don't do the whole stroller thing. I ain't holding his hand. Mm-hmm. And, you know, people are just, in my opinion, different, you know, when it comes, because up north, like down here, like I'll be with my son, oh, hey, he's just so, and they still do shit like that.
Yeah.
And I have to get back in that mode that I have to be receptive for people because that's just what they're going to do.
I never saw the little fella.
That's a lie.
Maybe we need to set him up on this mic over here. Let him see
Right.
what he's doing.
Bring him here on Tuesday night.
He need to be sleep.
Here's Tim. Never be any child that's lazy parenting. Me, there are other ways besides beating.
Well, I'm not going to respond to that because, unfortunately, you ain't going to tell me how to parent.
I mean, I agree. Listen. However somebody raised their child,
That's it.
that's them.
I'm not going to abuse my child, but ain't nobody going to tell me if I want to spank. Or, I'm not going for it. It ain't even up for debate. So that's done. I'm not even debating that. You're not going to tell me how to. I'm not going to abuse my child, but I see a lot of people negotiating with their children. I ain't negotiating when I'm a parent, and if you don't listen, and if I'm not talking 10 times and explaining 10 times, and no, I'm not doing that. And I noticed, and the difference, what we used to say, and I hate to put color on it because it's not always color, but I noticed my white friends, not associates, friends, they was able to curse in front of their parents. And I told my moms that. My mom said, try it. Try it. So that's what I'm saying. So again, I don't believe in beating. My mother abused. She beat me till I had webs on me. That was not cool. But I did know that she didn't play. My father didn't beat me that much, but his authority, his voice, and how he carried himself, I fell right in place. My daughters can tell you how many times I may have, and I didn't spank them with my hand because I didn't want them to have a man, even though I'm the father, of having a man putting their hand on them. But they got tightened up on their backside. And I'm not debating that with nobody, and I'm not debating that.
Mr. Sammy says, I hold my 7-year-old grandson hand in the parking lot. Oh, Mr. Sammy, I want to hold your granddaughter's hand. They're so cute. Remember the 2 girls that stayed around
Man,
here?
listen, I ain't getting into that. I ain't getting into that. I'm not getting into that. No, I mean, because you got, so I ain't trying to be funny, but as a grown man, you can't give compliments to people's kids. You just that's a taboo thing. I don't do that. If somebody got a whatever child, I'm like, oh, all right, hey man, that little old boy daughter, she really pretty. Motherfucker, how you know? Now I'm looking at you crazy. So yeah, I don't. When it comes to people kids, I just deal with mine. That's the way. There's nothing. I'm telling you, I had a dude I grew up with was a fucking predator, is a predator, in jail for being a predator. And we saw the signs as we was coming up because he was older than us. But because we were growing up and he was 5, 6 years older than us, we 14, 15, dating girls, 13, 14. He 18, 19, 20, dating girls our age. That shit is wrong. But that's why when I saw that, and I'm like, when it comes to shit like that, I don't speak on it. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
That's a good point, because we're watching television and we seen that one of the girls that she's an adult that babysat our kids, her boyfriend just got arrested.
Oh, why would
Her boyfriend got arrested for being soliciting male children.
Say that. Wait a minute.
Yeah, we watching television. Me and Hanif was watching television. There's a sting about men preying on young boys. We sit there and see one of the girls that used to babysit our daughters, but he was preying on males. And we're sitting there like, oh my God. The point I'm saying is you just never know. So you see, I ain't even put, sometimes I push back, I ain't pushing back. Because, I have said, your daughter's cute or whatever, but that's just something that I've grown up with. But I agree with you. We have to watch ourselves. I watch myself with my daughters. My youngest daughter, Rakaya, she got older, 13. She just liked to come and sit on daddy. And I had to explain, you can't do that too much no more. You understand what I'm saying? Because even though your daughter, and I'm not, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look good. You understand? Yeah. So we got to, and you got to also realize if you can't do that with me, no other man you should be comfortable with. No other man you should be comfortable with doing that.
One of my childhood church buddies, Vern Baker, who is a excellent math teacher, says,
Okay, Vern.
as a former K-12 teacher, parents that don't beat their kids be in parent-teacher conferences trying trying to knock their kids' block off because they are at their wits and they should have spanked early on.
At their wits end, they should have spanked earlier. That's what I'm saying. You try to negotiate with your children, and and that's fine if it works. Some children respond to that. That's beautiful. That's good, and I'm glad that works. I think that for me, that discipline started to dissipate. My parents stopped putting their hands on me, but I also understood I didn't want them to put their hands on me because I felt bad.
Yeah.
I felt bad. I thought I was hurting them for them to get that angry. But in the beginning, I got everything, punishment. But see, they didn't catch on early. They thought by whipping me was, bad. We got a whipping and we was able to go back outside. Once they got caught on that, if I just punish him now because he's outside, he can't go outside, he loses his mind. So now I don't want to get punished. So everything, schoolwork, chore work, everything, I don't want to be put on punishment. I'll take a whipping. I'll beat me. As long as I can go outside and play some football and stoop ball and whatever, and pickleball, you know what I'm saying? We all came outside with tears in our eyes, and we all knew we got our ass cut.
So I'm a say this, man. This has only been maybe the last 6 or 7 years of my life. Do you think these women that like to be choked is the ones that was getting beat by their parents maybe when they was going through some stuff? Like I still don't get the choking shit. I don't understand it.
Okay.
Like I don't understand the whole asphyxiation shit and how y'all look at that. How you over here smiling like she won't put the camera on her ass, but I don't get it. Like,
so what happens is I speak. I've never initiated that, and of course I've never had that done to me. But if y'all go back and y'all are a little younger, but to go back to the television series Kung Fu, David Carradine, he died by masturbating in the closet and putting a belt or a rope around his neck so he could get that choking sensation. I spoke with a young lady about that, and she explained, and I can't because she's a public person. She said, some years back, she said, I may not look like I would, but I like to get choked. So me, I'm inquisitive. I'm not. That's why when I have questions, I ask them. She knew I was serious. She said that the feeling that I get with the whole thing of the climax, and the whole rush of the lack of air, it's a sensation that intensifies the climax. That's what she told me, and that's what I've heard from other people, but this is a personal friend that told me this. I've never initiated. I would never do this because there was a guy, the preppy killer in New York City, that killed his girlfriend by choking her to death because he applied too much pressure. So I wouldn't do that.
Wait a minute. So you ain't ever choked nobody?
Not in doing sex. No.
So let me
pull a little hair now.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, brother, talk to me.
They'll clamp down on you.
Okay.
Woo! But you got to know when to do it and how much pressure.
Okay.
So I'm still learning.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I remember about the third time I tried that, and that motherfucker clamped down because it was over.
Woo!
That motherfucker was over.
Get a bell.
That motherfucker, man.
Ain't never too.
I had
too old to learn, baby.
I had the sheets damn ball up in my ass like that, right?
Hold on.
I had the sheets. Well, I had the sheets all crackle up in my butt. I could have. Boy, that motherfucker clamped down, cuz. What Tim say? What Victor White say? Choking equals a waterfall. You got dog. Listen,
Woo!
But I'm telling you.
Go to bed, Tim.
So what about you? You
Excuse me?
with the choking?
Yeah, let's talk. This is Veronica. What's happening?
Oh
Okay,
shit!
all right.
Oh shit!
Here come the tea.
Oh
Hot tea.
shit! That's what I'm talking about. Hey, when somebody won't say nothing, that means it's pretty much a yes.
Yeah, well, it was good, and
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
good, and it was good.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, first when somebody first told me that, I choked that motherfucker for real. Oh shit! I'm about to go to jail. I ain't lying to you. She was like, I swear, I did. I didn't know. But it's just, it's just a little
If
pressure.
you keep ringing this bell,
It was just supposed to be a little pressure. Like, I tried to choke that motherfucker, slam out, cuz. She was like, choke me. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
And I put my hand up there like that. She was like, "Al, stop."
Oh my God.
My bad. My shit, I
There's
ain't
a
know.
difference between choking and
Yeah.
choking.
Yeah. You just put your hand up. And I found out
That's
you just
sensual
put
thing.
your hand up there. You ain't supposed to squeeze. Say, Al squeezed. You just put your hand there. That's it. That's it. You just put your hand.
Some
there.
women almost, and I've seen or heard. Listen, my radio station was located down in the Village in New York, and anybody know about the Village? It's
Yeah,
freaky.
y'all did
It's
some choking
freaky,
there.
and they dominatrix and all that. Where people got people walking on floors and whipping them with whips. I'm telling you, this sex game is off the chain if you experience this. I'm telling you. And there's a lot of things out there that people do that are real freaky, and they run corporation presidents of companies, and you would never expect it. But when they go into what is they call it, swingers clubs, when they taking their partner to swinger clubs and exchanging partners, they get off on that. There's so much going on. I'm not saying that you or whatever, but I'm just saying that a lot of people ain't with that just up, down, pop and go to sleep. No, they get much more out of sex than that.
You get so excited when we talk about
Oh, I love me some.
We do have an email letter tonight.
Oh, we do?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what is one more. Well, hold up, because just what Bree said.
What she said?
Bree says applying a little pressure is cool and welcome, but to answer your question for me, no, my people did not beat my ass or abuse me.
So that's answering the question. Wait a minute, where have Bree been? Hey Bree, you've been missing for a little moment.
Oh yeah.
Getting
back.
choked, huh?
Well, I tell you this, man. You know the choking was ever, man. But I'll tell you something, man. A little candle wax, I ain't never.
Hurt nothing?
A
Listen.
little P either.
Oh, yeah, R. Kelly now. Okay.
What? Who is peeing on somebody? Who is?
That was Fatine that came up with that. She said that. Ballerina said that. Oh, Goody Two Shoes said that. I done told you she ain't
Email
Goody Two-
letter.
That's why she don't talk.
Boy,
She ain't telling nothing.
Boy, you pee on me? Shit.
Well, if they squirting is mixed with pee.
I ain't want you to
What?
know.
Anytime
If
the
they
email
squirting,
letter. I was just
oh
kidding.
boy,
No,
I wanted to, feel like I was a part of this.
you are. Let's talk about squirting.
that's just like we trading punches and you pull out a gun and shoot. No, peeing is not. Yeah, let's go ahead and man. She's peeing. God, yo.
Kel's in the building.
Yes, Tim, he does get carried away.
Yeah, right, boy.
It's like right up his alley. I think you really need to start that show, that After Dark show that you've been talking about for the
All right,
longest.
let's get it going.
And,
Michael Basin is not doing radio no more. I'll take his spot. That's my man.
Hey.
Let's go.
All right, so we do have an email letter. First of all, thank you so much for those who are watching and those who are just tuning in. This is Tangy Tea of Life, and clearly you can see that we talk about any and everything here on the show. So welcome to the tea. All right, so we do have an email letter tonight, and it is coming from a male. And I love when we receive email letters from men. All right, so here it is. The ladies, I need for y'all to get close because he have a question for us. All right. All right. So he says, "What's up, T family? This young lady who I thought was going to be the love of my life played me for 3 years. I was taking care of her kids, babysitting and shit. I wanted to prove to her I love her and wanted to be with her. I gave her $6K to get out of debt. Let me just say, you men, y'all don't believe in periods. Some of y'all don't believe in periods and question marks and commas and all these run-on sentences. But, sir, thank you for writing your letter. I appreciate
They
you.
need to put it in Chat GPT, and it'll get the grammar all tightened up.
It ain't all men either.
Oh.
It's some of you knuckleheads.
What? Y'all are the knuckleheads. Okay, anyway, so he says, I wanted to prove to her I love her and wanted to be with her. I gave her $6K to get out of debt when we first met, bought her a $21K car, cash, and gave her the title. She ended up pregnant 4 months ago from another dude who now don't want anything to do with her nor the baby. She called me crying and saying she didn't mean for this to happen, and she don't know what to do at this point. And my silly ass feels sorry for her, but at the same time, I'm like, why should I care at this point? My question to the women on the panel: why do women always say they want a good man, but when they have one or find one, they treat him like shit? I'm one of those good guys, and I always fall short at the end. Help me understand, ladies.
Hey, Victor, we can go get a pizza. We come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, they about to give him some badass advice.
Yeah, I know
Go
that's
ahead.
gonna be messed
Go
up,
ahead.
but let's see what happens. We sit back.
First of all, y'all want to come in? Y'all want to come into my camera?
No,
Oh, no, we
'cause I know what his problem is, but go ahead.
good. Mm-hmm.
I feel like some people, and since we're talking about men and he's asking the ladies, I feel like sometimes men overdo it. I feel like sometimes, a lot of you, no, not a lot, but some of you think that, doing things like this and showing people that you have money, and like, you got to understand that some women are out here just for that. Some women are out here to, find someone to take care of them and do things like this. Like, you just meeting this woman and you giving her $6,000 to get her out of debt. You buying her a $21,000 car cash. I don't know how long ago that was, and I hope that wasn't when y'all first met. This woman was using you from the beginning. She was looking for someone to take care of her and her kids. Because clearly the father of those kids aren't in their lives, and now she's pregnant again with the dude that don't want anything to do with her. So, sir, maybe you need to look at yourself and not when you first, meeting someone and trying to get to know them, you're not, showing them that you have money and you're about money and taking care of who you're with. Yeah, you may be a good guy. I get that. But at the same time, don't let someone use you for your money. Stop talking so much and stop, showboating and, flashing your coins around. Because, like I said, some women, that's what they want. And if they see that you're going to give it to them like that, they're going to continue to use you. Yes, those 3 years, you say that she used you for 3 years. Clearly, you allowed it to happen. And a lot of times we do allow things to happen, that we shouldn't allow to continue to go on and on and on. But, sir, come on. The signs was there clearly. So you're taking care of her kids. You're babysitting while she's going out wherever I don't know if she was working or she was going out with the girls or she was doing this. She was going out with another man. You was doing too much. You started out doing too much. And just because you're a good guy, and not all good guys get used, but I understand a lot of times women, me, we do go for the ones that we...
Okay, we let you throw that one in there. Go ahead.
But I'm just saying, I hate this happened to you, but hopefully you learn your lesson, and hopefully you're not thinking about, taking care of this one that she has in her belly. I mean, I don't want to sound mean, but sir, when are you going to wake up? I'm just saying. I have more to say, but I'm gonna let Victor and 15 chime in.
So I'm gonna just say this. I'm a real stickler for people who describe themselves. So he said he's a good guy. That has yet to be proven. So I'm not even gonna comment on that. But what I will say is this: I'm not gonna beat up on him because when you in love, there's not nothing I won't do for you. But one thing I can't do is put myself in the bind if it don't work. So he talked about $27,000. If this guy spent $27,000, he's probably got more somewhere else. So I don't think this may have hurt him that bad spending that kind of money, $27,000. So I'm gonna say this: it's hard when you look back at a failed relationship and call yourself, I shouldn't say it's hard. It's easy to look at a failed relationship when you look back at it and say, these are all the mistakes that I made. But in the midst of it, he thought he was making the best decision. Mm-hmm. This is the woman who I really like. I may see a future with her. I'm going to get you out of debt. You need a vehicle. I'm going to pay $21K in cash for this vehicle. In the heat of the moment, he's making all the right decisions that he think. Mm-hmm. So she gets pregnant by somebody else and he feels bad for her, that is a human emotion. Now, if he takes care of this child or whatever, man, that's them. I really feel like if he really loves this woman and, you know, despite her cheating on you and having a baby, bro, if you like her that much, man, do that shit. If you like her that much. I couldn't do that. But one thing about love will make you do some shit
Crazy.
that everybody, I don't know about crazy because this is fucking ridiculous. But we can use crazy. But love will make you do things that will question your sanity. Like, you know, there are so many other women out there that is willing to use you, bro. But because we seen two people say, oh, I want a car, and they may be playing. But for her to do you the way that she did you, in my opinion, you are not, the way you view yourself is not how she views you. So I'm going to just leave it
But
at that.
can I say that they wasn't in a relationship?
Well, even if they wasn't, he thought they was.
Yeah.
She might not have did, but he thought they was.
Yeah. Brother 15.
All right, so addressing this brother, first thing I'll say, there are some women. I don't know you, brother. I don't know what you look like. I don't know your personality. I don't know what you bring to the table. When I use the word bring to the table, I'm not talking about money in a sense because, you know, I'm listening to these things. And me and, you know, sometimes me and Victor kind of, you know, we disagree on one thing, but we agree to disagree. That, you know, if somebody calls themselves a good man or a good woman, they could be that. But, you know, it really comes on the next person. How they look at you is how they perceive you. Don't mean you understand that you may still be a good person, but in their eyes. And now I'm going to deal with this particular case because I can't paint all women and some women. There are good women out there that would appreciate you. And if they fall in love with you, that's beautiful. But in this case, and I'm speaking from somewhat experience, I ain't giving out on 26,000, but you can't buy love. You cannot buy love. And what happens is, I say this in this particular case, I don't know the whole thing. You continue to be that cow. You continue to give her that milk. She continued to take that milk, bro. She continued. But from my eyes, I don't know enough. But to me, for her to date another dude, there was a challenge, there was love, there was lust, there was something there that creates that. Yeah, I've seen some women blow good dudes for the street guy. And a lot of women that are honest that tend to do that is they say, I don't need a man that I can walk over. He may be nice, but I can't wear the pants. If he don't give me a challenge, a lot of times women want to be saying no. I'm not going to, well, I'll say a little bit about this. You know, I'm dealing with a friend now that is not being treated right, but won't step out of the relationship. I mean, it's not even a relationship, but won't step out. And they're caught up. And when they get caught up. So again, bro, you know, look at this and don't paint all women like that. But you continue to give this, and you continue to give and give and give, and you telling me you didn't see no red flags, and maybe you didn't. So if you didn't see any red flags and she stabbed you in the back, you're hurt now. But leave her alone. You can't. There's nothing to prove now. I don't give a damn if she's pregnant now. You got to deal with a baby daddy for the rest of your life. Leave her alone, bro, and look for someone out there that is more compatible with you, that you and that person can be happy.
Oh,
that's the best
shit.
advice I
What
can
the hell
give
just
you.
Oh, the cameras is.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna say this. I really feel like I know. Matter of fact, I want to ask you a question, Fatin. You say you can't buy love. Do you think you can buy a commitment? So the reason I asked that is because you ever heard of some of these prenups saying if we together for 7 years, then you get this. If we together for 10 years, you can get this. If there's a child, blah, 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 blah. With some of these prenuptial agreements. You think you can buy a commitment?
Yep. It's a difference in love. Love is an emotion.
Yeah.
Commitment is a decision to make.
Yeah.
And when you make that decision, I'm making this for ABC. But when you love, if you can't buy love, if the person doesn't love you.
And I get that. So let's just say You know, we've seen, you know, the rich guy be with the model chick.
Right.
And a lot of us say, well, we know why they together.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel like that is that's a setup for him? Like, is that
I think it can be a setup, but it can also be bringing happiness, because sometimes people feel lonely, or sometimes they want something and they're willing to pay for it. So is it a setup, or is it getting something that you want, and both are getting something in it's bartering. It's bartering. I have the money. You are with me. Eventually I'm going to drop dead. You're going to get the money, but during the time that I do have breath in my body, I'm getting what I want. And I think that at times we have to bring happiness to us. And sometimes what you want, some people that is 72 years old and older, they don't want a 72-year-old woman. They want somebody younger. And if they got the money and they can keep them around and that makes them happy and give them that incentive to wake up that next day and push through, they're going to do it. And if that works for them, so be it. More power to them.
I'm sorry, just one more thing. So even if that commitment gets clouded as love, then how would y'all feel about, like you said, the 72-year-old man is turning that rejuvenating feeling, because it's going to turn in, I love feeling this way and I love the way this woman makes me feel. But I don't see where either one of them is wrong, because like Tyrone said, my brother Mike Mills says you paying for a service. So I think in a sense, not really the raw emotion of love can't be bought, but the illusion can be purchased.
Illusion is what? A thought.
It's a thought. I give you that.
It's a thought. I love it. It's a thought, you know. Now, wait, I see Gary say, wait, they are in a couple and she's having a baby they're not a couple? He's just.
I get with her for.
Oh, he's trying to get with her? Oh, you the fool, bro. But I understand where you at. Let me just say this. And let me just say this, why I say this to you, brother. Because for me to get this being the nice guy, sometimes you need that harsh dose of reality, because we're filled with our heart. We feel that, and we genuinely care for this person, and we want them to see what we're doing for them. But what happens is we become the fool, because we honestly know, but we keep giving because we hopefully think that we will win the princess. We're the fool. And I'm not going to throw you under the bus without throwing myself under the bus, because I've been there, brother. And I think that I've had family members and friends that had to give me that raw dose of reality. Even now, I'm trying to help a friend, but I got people around me. It's like, all right, Fatine, be careful. You already here. Don't loop your ass all the way, because you mean well, but you wind up being the fool. That's why I say to you, brother, I won't throw you under the bus, because I understand that. You understand? And I think it takes some of us who walked in your shoes to tell you this, not to baby you, but to tell you, leave it alone.
So, Veronica, would you, as a woman, and please answer this honestly, would you accept extravagant gifts like that if somebody's giving it to you?
I will really have to be feeling this person, and I will really have to be on a level where I am hoping that things will go in that direction of being in a relationship. I'm not going to just take someone money just because he liked me. And I'm going to tell you this, the prime example, and if the guy is watching, he can vouch for this. This is probably about 2 years ago. A guy sent me $100 for Valentine's Day. Okay. And I sent it back to him. I couldn't take it.
That ain't no life-changing money.
That's not to you.
Well,
I'm just saying $100, that's a lot of money for some people to just send to someone who they're not in a relationship with. I refuse it. Not all women would have done that. And I'm not saying, but not everybody would have returned that money. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying $100 ain't a lot of money. What I'm saying is this guy paid her debt off. To me, that's like
if you had $100 debt and I paid it, that's life changing. This dude paid a debt off.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. And listen, I'm not shitting on $100. I'm just saying he paid her debt.
Yeah, but
off.
I was just using that
Yeah,
$100 as an example.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I'm talking about this guy paid her debt. If somebody's saying, you know what, Veronica, I like you so much, I want to pay your debt off. Your debt. We talking about your debt. You see what I mean?
not this man.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're dead ass serious. That's a serious emotion because if Ugmo came up to me and wanted me and told me, Vic, I'll pay your house off, motherfucker, oh, shit. We
Let her pay it?
what? And we screwing, and I'm kissing her in the mouth. You damn right. Because
barter. It's barter.
It's a barter. I'm not saying she got my heart, but right now you got my attention. You damn right I let her do it. I could be rented.
Everybody got a price.
Everybody's got a price.
I learned that from.
Mine is $227.
I learned that from Ted DiBiase and WWE was WWF back then, and I used to watch wrestling, but he would say everybody has a price, and I started to think in life, everybody does have a price, even if you don't want to admit it. Everybody has a price.
Damn right. And there's gonna be some women out there. Oh, dude, he's not paying for the sexual pleasure. He's paying for your time.
Yeah, he really liked this.
Yeah, he liked her.
I'm sorry, I do know this situation personally.
Okay, so and what I'm saying is, if I'm willing to pay your debt, I'm basically saying I'm setting a picture of what it could be. If I'm willing to pay your debt of $6,000, I'm not gonna put myself in a hole, and then now I'm able to get you mobile. You know, and now I get you a vehicle. If you didn't like me, you should have been the responsible one. And I'm not pushing this on her because it was a gift, a willing gift to her. Mm-hmm. But don't play with. So that's how people get killed.
Right.
That's how people die.
See, that's why I'm saying, like, I will really have to think about that. Like, having someone to pay off my debt who I'm not in a relationship with, who I'm trying to get to know, or we're friends like that. I don't know. And I guess because I'm always thinking about someone's damn feelings. You know what? Starting tonight, damn feelings.
See? That's exactly how people get. That's how people get hurt. Now, Tim, I get what you're saying. Tim said, what did she do? Tim, she didn't do anything. She is zero. I don't think she's to blame. Mostly. Most of it's on him. But when we start talking about as an adult, if I don't like you like that, I don't need to be playing with your feelings like that.
Exactly.
I just don't.
Yeah.
So I know you trying to.
But you said that you would let somebody pay your house off.
And I'd screw them too. And we would be together for a little while. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got a question. I have a question. If this brother's watching and relate back to the letter on this question. He was doing all this. Was he doing it in a sense of, did she really know he was trying to get with her? Or was he saying, or she looked at him as a friend that was doing these things? And you understand? Because, see, my thing is, I wonder if they've been intimate. I'm not saying they haven't, because intimacy doesn't mean relationship. I'm just saying what her perspective of what this situationship, forget relationship, situationship may not be his. And I've seen the nice guy, they sometimes they are intimidated to say what's on their mind and what they want.
Well, can I stop you there? Because I know that this.
Okay, so the answer is also answer. I don't know.
No.
Ain't no damn way. Ain't no way. You can't make me believe that.
It's no what. You say no to what?
No. They never slept together.
Shit. Ain't no.
And no.
Nah.
I mean, and yes, she knew that he been trying to holler at her for the past.
Trying to holler at her. So, okay. So.
And I think that's a lie, but that's what I
They ain't no way I ain't seen you naked for $27,000. I done spent less and done seen, man, listen.
I'm trying to buy it, man. Just leave that alone, bro.
Yeah, that part I don't buy either. I don't believe that. I mean, it's possible, but there's no way that you're going to pay cash for someone's car and going to give them the title.
She swallowed. She swallowed.
But I know guys out there that
That's exactly what she
I
did.
know guys that are
She
out
swallowed.
there. I know guys that out there, and we looking from the outside. Some of us would call them suckers. And you know what? The guys that don't put in, but gets the good. I'm not saying that he didn't get the good, but now she's pregnant by somebody else.
Right.
You understand? For her to be pregnant, and I'm assuming she's going to keep the baby. Again, I would like to know what her mindset is. I'm not. Again, she may come back and say he's a nice guy, but he just doesn't do it for me. He just might not. But now you're playing with him.
Right.
You're playing with him, but is both are responsible for this. But if he's going to continue to give, is she wrong to continue to receive?
You know,
Yeah, that's just like Cheryl said. I'm sorry, Vic. I
no, you good.
Karma is a beast.
Yeah, but
Stop playing with people's feelings.
But I thought what Cheryl said, and Cheryl, you're not wrong about karma, but there's a lot of barracudas out there.
Shit.
There's a lot of don't get me cursing in here tonight. A lot of goddamn barracudas out there that I don't know what karma they got when they left here, but a lot of women, and I ain't going into men. I'm talking about the women. Some women have done this and have had a successful life living that kind of life, taking from others, moving up the ladder, and getting there.
yeah, but are you blessed by doing that though?
I don't
Why
know.
would you use
Well,
using
depending
people?
on your agenda.
I don't know.
Depend on your agenda. If your agenda is to get what you want, materialistic stuff, then yes, that's your agenda. You will utilize or use anything or anybody to get to the next level because that's your agenda.
Because people need to stop saying, "Will you be blessed?" Yes, you will be. Like, you got to understand, karma is something, but karma doesn't come all the time.
Oh, it's coming back.
It
One
may.
way or another.
It may. I mean, and if that's
man.
what you believe, then that's
man.
what you
And
believe.
I mean, I
So-
believe in karma, but I'm just saying there's a lot of people in Hollywood that did the same damn thing and they live in successful lives. And I don't know if karma has came to them, and it may have. I'm not here. I'm not God. I'm not judging nobody. But that's the thing that we tend to do. We give our opinion, but I don't
Yeah.
judge people.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not judging anyone, but this is the thing though.
Oh, I do.
Karma don't have to come back to you. Karma may come back to
Oh, fourth generation
Yes.
down.
Oh, as long as it ain't me.
Yeah, like-
Oh well.
you don't care.
No, not a bit. Hey, so what's the age difference? That's an interesting thing that I didn't think about. So Nicole said, "Is he a sugar daddy?" Like, are they roughly the same age?
Yep.
Oh shit. Oh man. Well,
Could I ask you a question?
Sure, if I can answer it.
No. I'm not gonna put you in there because you kind of like a conflict of interest. But my thing is, he wrote the letter, and so he's asking for assistance, and I mean, my final thought is the same. What I'm gonna say, just leave that alone, bro. But I understand the emotional attractiveness there, and that's the hard part. But trust me, when you meet somebody else and you move on and it works, man, you appreciate them more, and that intensifying feeling. But sometimes we fall in love. Let's also be on the honest side. Sometimes we fall in love with someone like that, and they are always gonna have our heart. That's when common sense comes in, Vic, because we can get loosed in our emotions at times. But we have to realize that if we love someone, we gotta love ourselves more. And even though you love her and she's doing this, you gotta love yourself even more
so
to protect your heart.
so I'm gonna have to attack you on this one, not personally.
Yeah, go ahead.
So what you said was you have to use common sense, and
Yeah.
when it comes to love, bro, there's nothing. When you think about the act of love, there is nothing that is logical about love, because think about when you were in love and all the things you would do. Instead of doing your homework when you was in school, you writing this little girl name on your paper,
He still write letters.
and that's his thing.
That's
Like,
a
I
shot.
get it.
That's a shot.
Yeah.
That's a shot.
So-
Okay.
so-
You got that one.
So think about your biggest fear. Like, I'm scared of snakes. You know what I'm saying? But if the person I love there was a snake there, I would honestly take on. That's not That's not logical. This is a fear of mine, and I'm willing to jump in front of her to make sure she's safe and put myself in harm because I love her. That is not logical. So when people say use common sense when you in love, it doesn't make sense.
Okay, so what I'm saying is I would agree with you. I hate to say that I think we're both right on this one because
I think we are, but we are.
I think we're both right because I totally agree with you. Now, what I'm going to say, I'm going to use myself as an example. When I use the word common sense, you get crazed in love. Crazy,
Yeah.
you know, Beyonce, crazy in love. We get crazy in love, and it makes us do things that we don't, or that seems illogical, or whatever the word is, illogical. When I used to say use the word common sense, we all know, I know when I make myself a fool. It's me using that common sense or my gut feeling. I got to be strong enough to pull away from that. So that's when I use the word common sense, that sometimes we have to sit down with ourselves and realize that this love makes us do things that are crazy. Mm-hmm. But for me to have my sanity and for me to move on in a way, I have to dig deep and use common sense to pull myself out of that, even though, because I'm in a turmoil of emotions that are very strong. It's like quicksand. It's like I'm going down. But I get that common sense is that branch. I got to hold on to that branch. That's when I say we use common sense because we not all know, but majority of times we know when we're making ourselves look like a fool. We do know that, even though we know it, but we can't seem to make a logical decision to get out of it. That's where you got to be strong and deep to pull yourself out. And a lot of times that's why I write letters or we talk to friends, because we can't give us that advice, but we surround ourselves with people that we hopefully it'll click in. It's hard, Victor. That's why I said I had to agree with you, because I've been there. I'm going to the point where I'm going on a limb helping someone that they're going to have to wake up, because what's going to happen, and it's going to hurt, it's going to be abrupt. It's not going to be weaned. It's going to be abrupt now, because I got to protect me.
So I say this, I definitely don't want to talk about your situation. The only reason I'm going to blame her is because she was giving him, I'm not blaming her, like she just holds a percentage of this. Not the majority, but just a small percentage. In order for me to keep feeding you, my liquid assets, you had to have given me feedback to make me think that I'm getting somewhere with you. So now you turn into a user. Not to say that I didn't enable you to use me, but when it all boils down to it, like, you should be the person adult enough, even though I'm making dumb decisions and you don't owe me anything, to say, listen, I don't want to take this no further. Keep your money. A car is just too much for friends. But to some people, it may not be. But if I'm the guy and I'm telling the story, how can I make myself look bigger than what I am, even though it may seem like I'm a user? Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to dirt your name as hard as I can with receipts that I've having to finance your life. And then you got pregnant on me by somebody else. I'm going to drag you to the mud as hard as I can. And I don't see where he's wrong. He would be wrong for doing that, but he'd be petty because you allowed this to happen.
I think it's sad. It's sad when you... Sorry, Fatine just gave me a piece of candy.
It's giving you something sweet there, girl.
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
It's sad when you sit around and... I don't know if this is the correct word, use people. And I feel like that's what she's been doing this entire time, was using. Let me say, I don't know the two people in the letter. I know their cousin.
Okay.
Well, I know his cousin. And him and his cousin, they're like this. And so she was telling him about the show or whatever. And he decided to write this letter about his situation. Right. But I don't like to see people getting used, played over, none of that, because I always say treat people how you want to be treated. Like, why would you do this to
Because
this guy?
what happens is some of us become a doormat and people walk over us, and that's the bottom line. We put ourselves sometime in those situations, and I'm telling you, you know it. There's a time it clicks in, you know it, but you so far gone and caught up in it, or you think you can change it. Like I said, and I said this before, the actress. I'm not telling you. I grew up with Kim Coles. She said in her book, a reason why she went for Bad Boys, because she wanted to be the first one to be able to change them. And she said by trying to be the first one to change them, she got used that time. Because she realized that that mindset that she thought that she had the power to change them, unfortunately, she didn't have the power of changing. And when she tried that, she wound up getting her heart trampled on.
So, Veronica, I want to ask you a honest
Uh-oh.
question.
Me?
I want to ask you an honest question, and I need for you to be honest. Can you go wide? Because I want everybody to see your
Do I
face
need to come in your camera? Okay.
when I ask you this. Was she out of his league?
Good question. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know them personally. But you talking about?
But you see, I'm talking about appearances. Was she out of his league? If you looked at him,
He was. I mean, he is a little nerdy looking fella compared to.
that's not the.
But I mean, not saying that he. Damn, Victor.
It's either yes or no. Either she is out of his league or he.
She answered it, bro.
Yeah. See, yeah.
And I told you, man. I'm gonna tell you, and I've seen this. I've seen good men.
I'm sorry.
I've seen good men that could treat a woman and give her the world. But I've seen these women. My cousins taught me the game. Females, they ain't got that swag. If that's what they looking for, that don't get them wet in their panties. I'm telling you, if that man, he sounds good, and I'm not saying you're not a good brother, but sometimes a woman that that you're smitten by, they are at the end of the day, that's not what they that's not what they want. But if you're going to give, and I tell you, if you never hung around women, you'll know they're gonna take it. They're gonna take it.
What gonna take what?
They're gonna take what you give.
Not every woman.
Not every woman, but I'm just saying some will, and she is one that is doing it. That's all I'm saying. That's what. Remember what I said. I'm talking about his situation tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the broad brush thing tonight.
Yeah.
His situation. I'm
You're
dealing
right.
with this.
That's what I said at the beginning. Some women, you have to be careful with that, because some women will.
That's her calling right now. Let me get her on the phone. Let me find out what's going on. Let me see what the hell going on with this one.
Some women will use you like that.
Oh yeah, and and somebody gave me a comment that and it was real. It was real. I said, well, the person don't ask for anything, right? They don't ask for anything from me, and then the person kicked it right back to me and shut me down. They don't have to ask you for nothing if you're offering all the time. I said, what the hell?
Right.
What the hell?
Why do I have to
Shut
open my
me
mouth?
down. That person don't ask me for nothing. Well, why should they? You offering all the damn time.
So
I said, ain't that some?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But if the illusion of love is there, they shouldn't have to ask you for anything. That's so. I mean, that's where I don't want to blame her, because sometimes we will be in a. I've been in a situation where the illusion of love was there.
Patty cake?
Well, I didn't want to see. Sometimes when I'm talking, I don't want to paint it like everybody does it. I'm gonna just speak for myself.
Yes, sir.
I was in a relationship one time with somebody that the illusion of love was that this woman didn't even fucking like me, probably, but I was I don't want to even say stepper. I just feel like I was a better situation at the time for her. And I got played like a fucking fiddle, bro. And I was in like 33, 34. I was an older guy. And I look back at that situation, and for a long time, my heart was cold. And I was bitter, but all the signs was there. Like, I seen it. Like, it was a bunch of shit that she did that, to me, I should have seen. But the illusion that I created for us that was not there, that I created in my mind. So when we stopped messing around and, she went off and did her thing, when she tried to swing the block and realized, like, well, damn, woot de woot, I can't get this and that out of him or whatever. Let me try another angle. I had already gotten over her. So, of course, I went 27 deep into the. No, I wasn't 27 deep into the situation, but I made a lot of poor financial decisions based on her. Yeah. So she's not a bad person. I just say that she was an opportunist and I was the opportunity, and I let her into my life to do me the way that she wanted to. And once I was able to, pretty much get a grasp on everything that was going on, then I was able to, get away from that. So with him, I really feel like old boy is just, I'm not going to say he's stuck, but sometimes when a woman comes along that we normally couldn't pull, we will do I have done any and everything to keep somebody that was outside who I would normally date. I'm not calling nobody I date ugly, but sometimes we know, like, damn, this motherfucker here, I got to do everything I can to keep her. And maybe that's why he 27 strong into the relationship, because she was way outside of his league.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to tell you this. Even though you're doing this, you feel good. Yeah. You feel good when you are able to do that. If you got it like that, I pray that he didn't go in debt. But my thing is, if you got it like that, you feel good when you can show somebody, because you're giving what you're feeling, unless you're trying to buy them. You understand what I'm saying? Unless you're trying to buy them. But even if you're trying to buy them, you still feel good, because it gives you some kind of satisfaction when they take, but you see a smile on their face. Oh, thank you, babe. I appreciate this, that, and the other. And see, that's where I'm saying that's that false love that you're getting back, or false infatuation you're getting back. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
You're getting that back, but you're not getting love back. So forget the love part. You're getting false infatuation back, because the person appreciates what you're doing, but they're not loving you for what you're doing from a perspective of a relationship.
So Tim says, hold on, he said he was babysitting. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I mean, as he should. Like, if I'm trying to pursue you, even if we're together, I'm going to babysit. I mean, that's, if we come together and these ain't my kids, I'm going to babysit so you can have a free day. Like, I get what Fatim is saying. Like, I will do anything to put a smile on your face. If babysit, like, I think we know the details of it, so we are definitely judging the entire situation. But if we did not know the end, how they ended, we would be like, well, damn, bro, you need to babysit. Maybe she'll, come around. Like, it's hard for me to tell a good friend of mine, you fucking up. I'm going to try to give you every angle that I can to get you over that hump. Now, I would probably tell my friend, don't buy her a car. But I will say, hey, man, I'm thinking about, paying off her debt. Hey, bro, that might do it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. But if he was to buy the car and you say he gave the title, I'm like, because that's a little bit, that's too much. Buy the car, but keep the title. I would do that. But, when it come down to somebody who I care about and I call a brother, I'm not going to tell you fucking up, especially if I know you like this girl.
Yep. And let's real, I mean, if we were shooting the breeze right down and standing outside, we'll talk about those people that are sugar daddies. There are sugar daddies out there. This is a reality out there because you like the person and you want to get with them. They may be looking at you as a sugar daddy.
Yeah, but
And-
you know they're around the same age. He may be
Okay.
a few years older than her, but they're
That's still a
Okay, so I'll change it from sugar daddy to sugar pup.
Yeah.
So they say
That's a fact.
he's a sugar
That's a
pup.
fact.
He's a sugar pup. You know, I put it on the same age because I never heard of that, but I made it up. Damn, somebody gonna go hurry up and get that. But sugar pup. So he's a sugar pup. So bottom line is they're the same, just about the same age. The bottom line is the premise is still the same.
Yes.
The premise is still the same.
It still is.
Still the same. The reason why it's a sugar daddy because the sugar daddy is usually older and more established.
And he wants to. He
Exactly.
is. He's leading off with this. So I mean,
He's a sugar pup.
I don't want to call the. I really don't want to beat up on him too bad because the only reason I don't want to beat up on him too bad because I feel as if he honestly thought he was doing the right thing,
I think
and
I think so too.
he just picked the wrong person to do the right thing with. Because as a man, I tell you this, as a man, once we become men and we start dating, we can no longer keep our money to ourselves. It's always for that what if she need this or she need that or whatever. Like, we can't just go out there and be all loose with our money. We always have to have that just in case money, just in case our, mama or our girlfriend or our kids do something stupid and we swoop in like Superman.
And so, some men, I'm changing this a little bit, and we've always done this, and I was just talking to KC about this, and I was talking about the edge. And for me, I use the word edge, meaning that I was that nice guy, that I didn't want to hurt people's feelings and this, that, and the other. And who wound up getting hurt a lot? Me. Once I got that edge, once I got that damn edge, it's not that I wanted to take advantage of you. It's just that I didn't BS around and I didn't run around the block. I'll knock straight on your door and let you know what it is. I was creative about it. So some women don't like, they say, oh, that's brash, and, you coming right out and say what you want. Damn right. Damn right. I'm going to let you know what it is. Now, I can be creative about it.
Yeah.
But when that brought that edge back, my heart was protected more.
Yeah.
I protected my heart because I'm not lying to you and I'm not BSing you. But I'm letting you know this is what's at because this is what. Now, if this turns into something, we can communicate about it. But I don't have time for these games. And I was just saying that my edge is starting to come back. You understand? My edge because my life had changed. I was a family person. But now with my late wife has been gone a year, my edge is coming back. I don't want to hurt people's feelings, and I'm concerned about your feelings. But now what I want is part of my priority. That's why I talk about sex, because sex is part of what I want.
Yeah.
But I can build a relationship. I can build a situationship at the end of the day.
Hey, Veronica, do me a favor. Go wide.
What?
All right, you wide. Now turn around. Turn around.
What? Oh my God. Oh no. Where did it go?
Go by your foot somewhere.
Oh man, that is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
Victor, no, I do not like.
You better step on that damn
Where
thing.
is it?
He's over by y'all.
that thing bad luck if you step on the
Oh.
cricket. God, it was something I wanted to. It was something you was saying, and the little cricket.
I told
over
you I
here.
fight 5 men that come in here. I don't like bugs.
I forgot what you was going with, but so Nicole says women must love it. So this is my question that I kind of wanted to ask Veronica. Please answer this question for me, please.
This critter home.
Is the chick, how many kids she had? She got 3, and she got 1 on the way.
How did you know that?
Because you said it. I believe you said it in the letter. I believe you did.
No, he said kids. I didn't say how many, but yeah.
Okay, so she got 3 and 1 on the way. She got a big ass. I mean, it's like you got the. I'm gonna tell you something about a man. I'll pay for what I like. So with this whole women, I think with this whole I'm not a BBL type of guy. I'm a natural man. There are some guys that's willing to pay for what they want. So if I want a girl with a BBL, then I know there's a certain look or whatever I need to do. If I really like a certain type of chick, I need to be in this area to and make myself available and appealing to these type of women. So that's why I asked, does she have a big tail or something?
Let me just say, she's a pretty girl, and she has a really nice shape,
Okay.
but not $21,000
But you to you. To you.
to me. I'm just.
Didn't
And
I
can
say?
I read something right quick?
Yes, you
Oh,
can.
okay.
Who?
Okay, so I received an inbox,
Oh.
and they said my husband did the same thing. He babysit while I went out, and it says he brought her first car, cash, and they wasn't dating. He
Shit.
wanted me. I didn't want him. She said it was no sex involved, none of that. And then she finally got it right, and she realized that he was the one.
How did she? What was the deciding factor? Like that's some bullshit.
So
That-
she said it does happen.
But that so that
I think that
You want answers, right?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Victor, because I want you to
Only-
express yourself.
only thing I'm gonna say is I'm not gonna speak negatively about their marriage. If whatever happens, happens. But when a man is dropping major cash on a woman and the mama is there, mama gonna tell you need to lock this man down before another woman steals your blessing. I'm not speaking bad on this woman's marriage. All I'm saying is when you got friends that's knowing what's going on and you got a man that's your friend that's spending this kind of money, girl, you better go over there and get the rest of that shit.
Falls back right into what I said. Her agenda.
Oh, you somebody
So
wrote the letter.
the one that just
one that just
inbox you,
They're
inbox you.
married.
Yeah, but
Of course
yeah,
they
yeah,
are.
yeah. Of course they are
Of course
because
they are.
because like she said, she honestly, I'm cliche. I'm not using her words. I'm paraphrasing, but she locked him down. She basically said, "I finally woke up," meaning that her agenda changed. That wasn't her agenda at the beginning. She took what she took, and that's what it was. But as time went on, her agenda, you know what? My clock is ticking. Oh, you know what? I realize I'm not meeting anybody that's willing to pour into me like this.
Stability.
It's agenda.
Yes.
Everybody has a price. He paid the price, and she answered. Everybody has a price.
So Nicole, I'm gonna say this. She says a man can't buy me. So
yeah.
I'm not going to dispute her, but I'll say this, Nicole, a man can come damn close to that you would think that you've been bought.
Exactly.
You can come close. And the reason, let me tell you something. I don't know Nicole. I've never met her. Don't know where she live at. I think she lives up north in New York or whatever. But I can tell you this about some of these women down south. And there was a good friend of mine. We ain't talked in months. She told me, that her daddy always showed her things so another man couldn't wow her by a man doing this shit. That's why her and her pops was cool. And I'm like, damn, that shit makes sense because me being 43, there are some women out there that haven't experienced some of the things that I take for granted that just by me being a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? And because they dealt with so many men that are not like me. So going to a restaurant, certain restaurants, some women have never experienced a real restaurant. I'm just say real. Some women have never experienced a mountain trip where there's nothing expected. Some women ain't never just been to Memphis just or whatever, or taking a day trip on a plane to Atlanta and come back. Like some women have never experienced that. And if I know this by you giving me the playbook, I can give you that illusion that you really think I like you and I just wanted some ass. That's why I'm saying, that's one reason why I say you don't never give nobody the playbook. So I can give you that illusion that you think, damn, I might have been bought. And then the whole I'm gonna just leave it at that.
All right, so I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna make some people mad, but it's 9:48. Let's get going.
Oh gosh.
Some of y'all out there married, got the ring on the finger, got the marriage license, and y'all asses have been bought.
Yep.
Y'all are prostitutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I use the word prostitute, not in a bad way, like you going and selling butt on the. What I'm saying is, you're in relationships, and certain things are expected, but these things are expected because you're married. Oh, this is my wifely duty. This is my husband duty. But a lot of y'all are married and hide behind a marriage, hide behind a ring, and hide behind a piece of paper. And you want to throw this at this brother, but a lot of y'all are using that person, or you bartering. You're bartering for it.
Or vice versa.
Exactly. So you look yourself in the mirror and ask where you're at, but you hide behind marriage because that's the quote unquote, or you have a Bible, we get married. No, some of y'all hide behind that, and that is the illusion, but y'all are not really married. Y'all are honestly have an agenda, and that's what your agenda, because we're raised like that. Some of us are raised to do that. Some are raised to get that kind of lifestyle and do that in a sense as a couple and get married. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of us are doing that, and that's why a lot of us are not happy. A lot of us are not happy.
So, you know what, man? You made me just, in this short period of time, just run through my 2 engagements. I'm going to tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to just be honest with you because we on the tee. When I gave the rings to them, I did not have the same feeling as when I first met them. You know what I'm saying? By me saying that, like, when I first met them, it was all butterflies and woo, 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 woo. And then as we got older and we was together longer, it just turned into, this is just it. Now, I'm not saying I don't love you no less, but the feeling is different. Now we got children together, you know. Do I really want to really be out here like that? Not really. You know what I'm saying? I love you. But, I mean, I still F somebody else every now and then. But, you know, it is what it is. So it's like, you know, let me do the honorable thing and give you a ring. Now, everybody ain't like that. But
Right.
that was my first engagement. You know, and my second one, it was like, you know, I love you. I care about you. We bought a house together. But it was like, you know, it wasn't the same love as when I first met you. I didn't have the butterflies. I'm not saying, like, I got used to this lifestyle. I got used to talking to you every day. And I didn't want to give it up. I don't know if that's love or not. This is like, I got used to talking to you every day. I got used to seeing you every day, you know, having sex, laying up, you doing everything for me doing shit for you. And I like that. But in the beginning, I wouldn't have done that shit for you. But I'm like, I don't want to give this life up. Let me lock this down. I don't know if that's love or if that's bartering or I don't know. But I get.
Or is it convenient?
Or convenience. I get exactly where you coming from.
Yeah.
I understand it. I get where you coming from.
Appreciate it.
Well, we had a lot of good comments coming through. Do y'all want to touch?
Yeah.
So we can
Yeah.
wrap it up. Here, let's see. Gary says, "Bruh, she recognized one of her girlfriends caught his eye, so she figured to lock him down."
I don't know how far you up, so.
Let me go back up. Tim says, "Nah, now she want to use him for life. Now, how is that right?" Tyrone says she was playing him, but Collie I don't know. Collie get the one she wanted. I don't know. Tim says, if you use my money to get you, then our relationship will be built on that instead of love. And that's scary.
Yeah.
And Nicole says a man can't buy me. I think you read that one already.
But I disagree with her, but I can't I cannot sit here and say Nicole is wrong, but what we were saying is we will make it so damn close that you might question, did this man really just buy me? I can make it come close.
I've been there, and that was not like I always say. You have to have more than just that. Like I've been there before, and was I happy? No, I was happy because I didn't have to pay for anything. Yeah, I was pleased with that, but what else?
Penis. If I bring some penis and some money, what else I need? I ain't got nothing else.
Can you show me love?
No, I got some penis and some money. That's it. I don't have anything else. Like, to be honest with you, like, what else is there besides penis and money?
Friendship.
I'm not your friend. I'm your man.
No, you could be my friend as well. As a matter of fact, I want you to be my best friend when we're together.
I
You
can't.
mean no.
You can't. Go ahead, Fatine.
Nah, I just was gonna comment on what Tyrone Edge.
Wait, do you want to be someone's friend if you're in a relationship with them?
Yeah, I want to be their friend.
Thank you.
Your best friend. Like,
No, I don't. They don't have to. Well, I don't have a problem to be my. They can become my best friend, but yeah, they can become. Yeah, I mean, Hanifa was one of my best friends. Yeah. But it's a
I'm not
different.
saying that you have to tell them everything, but
that's what best friends do.
shit, I ain't telling my best
No,
friend.
hell no. We said best friend.
No, I'm saying I do not tell my best friend everything. That's a fact.
Well, if this your man, now everybody's best friend
Yeah, now I ain't telling
definition
my
is
best
different.
I wrote letters, so I don't know what
But
to
I'm
tell
gonna
y'all.
tell you this: as my woman, if you my woman, there's a line. There's a things that I just can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? You can't know everything about me.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain things that my homeboy's gonna know that you just won't know. I don't want my woman to be my friend. I want you to be my woman. And I feel like there's a difference, but that's just my
I
definition.
got you. And there's what Victor's saying. There's a difference. When we use the word best friend is somebody got our back versus a best friend that somebody will help hide things behind our backs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I understand. I before I comment on Tyrone Edge, I'm just going to read this. He says sometimes we confuse playing house with being in a relationship. You need to explain that more because
No, he's right.
Yeah.
He hit that on the head.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. In the beginning, I disagree with that because I don't think we confuse playing a house with being in a relationship. I think what people need to do is how do you confuse something if you know what you're doing? That's what I'm trying to say.
So-
Unless he's not saying that.
I don't know, and this may be a regional thing. And I feel like
A lot of
Here-
us shack, and that we play house by shacking, but
what's wrong
a
with
lot of us that are shacking are in relationships.
no, but that's just the thing. They're not. One person is in the relationship and the other one is just playing house.
Okay.
So I'll say sometimes. So I'll say this. You know, we did a show one time with an older couple, and they said we were talking about young love, and they stated, you know, women need to stop giving away the milk if they ain't being, because the man, he'll take all the milk if you ain't buying the cow. You should know who I'm talking about when he said that, and that's the truth. Women give, and I shouldn't say women. Some people give up so much that they're not being purchased. Same thing with this guy. He's not even being claimed. So why would you even go that far and pretend like you're in a relationship if this woman ain't even claiming you? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
So that's where she was getting the milk and wasn't buying the cow. Cause see, at one time I always thought it was just, you know, the coochie for the woman. I ain't got to put a ring on the finger. But right here, it's they're not even in a relationship and she getting all the money. So that's where the milk and the cow thing could,
Yeah.
what else?
Let's wrap this up. I want to get to two comments.
Okay.
Lois says it takes more than money. It has to be a balance of love, finances, and friendship.
That's bullshit.
That's
That's
the truth.
bullshit.
Now, KC says, DIC
Dick.
And money is
Dick.
definitely not enough.
Yes, but it is.
And Tim says, what else is on the list? Tim, there's more on the list.
No, it's not. See,
No, it's just name a few.
but
Finances,
that's bullshit.
friendship, and love.
If you coming every night and your bank,
Finance is money. That's right there.
Yes.
Yes. Money.
Finances.
So
Yeah,
that falls
the
in the
finances
money.
money. If you coming every night and your and your ends is meeting like a motherfucker, what you complaining about? You don't give a damn if I'm sitting next to you on the couch watching.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't, because you
I
know
do.
what's gonna happen. The dick gonna fall off, and the doggone money gonna stop coming. You're not gonna piss a man off if all the bills is getting paid, you got money in your account, and he dicking you down. You ain't got a damn thing to say, and you ain't got a damn thing to complain about.
Now, how
Don't
about
start
if you
that.
liking one? If you're not doing both of them.
I just said if he is dicking you down and your finances are in order, you have nothing to complain about. What else is there? What else is there? There's nothing else. You can sit here and try to make up something. Ain't nothing else. Ain't a damn these women out here. You talking about friendship?
I want you to be my friend in a relationship.
Man, whatever.
And if they a friend and they ain't got the money and they ain't got the dick, then what?
Then what?
Then what?
We
You're
have
still
a- we
bitching.
have a
So they gotta
solid
be a
relationship.
10. They gotta be a 10 match, right? They got meet the
I'm
10
just saying
out of
that
10
those are
criteria.
not the only two things that you must have. I'm not saying that those two things aren't important.
That's it. That's all you need.
No, that's not all I need.
Yeah.
I need more than that. That may be what you all need.
I don't
sex
need no
and whatever it is. No, but I need more than just sex and what's in your pants.
See, look at her.
Yeah, you meant money. You all right?
Money.
You all right?
See, look.
Wrap it up. 'Cause
See-
God driving me
See, look at that. See, and then here come the bullshit right here. You will get cheated on with that.
Exactly,
No, you
Lois.
won't. How?
Lois says, how can you tell a woman what she wants or needs? You
Because I'm a
can't.
man.
You a man, so you know what you want. You can't tell me what I need more than what's in your pants
So,
and money, sir.
so I'm telling you,
Sir, I need more than what's in your pants and your money.
I'm telling you what I've seen, what works. I have never seen a man who was beating his woman down between her legs, and her ends, and they financially stable, and she go off and do something else. I've never seen that. Now, I don't know every relationship. I don't know 1% of the relationships out there. I'm just telling you by the little bit that I've seen, and it ain't that many people out there that I know is, whatever. But the 2 or 3 people that I know, they women ain't going no motherfucking
You know
way.
what? You know what?
I want you to hold me. I want you to caress me. I want you to talk to me. I want you to take me out all the time.
You ain't want
I
out.
want you to do all that. Yes, we can have sex as well. Yes.
I ain't
you
doing
can
all
buy
that.
me
You getting
things
straight
and
rod.
say, No.
You
that's
getting
not
rod.
what I
You
want.
getting hard rod for 12 minutes. You gonna come
If
twice.
y'all think that's going to keep a woman,
They ain't
y'all
going
keep
But
on.
no. Let me just say this.
I think
So
that's-
let me just say this, Veronica. I understand what you're saying. I understand what KC saying that you need more. But it's amazing. It's amazing, Victor. That, and I understand what you say that you need more, but that has to be played. But even if you getting the warm touches, the walk in the park, the sensitivity, and I get that. But then there's that guy that's on the outside that has the money and the D.
And what they'll do.
Y'all step out for that.
So-
Some will. Not Veronica. Veronica's a straight
Shit.
shooter. She a straight shooter. You understand what I say?
She a woman, ain't it?
So,
She a woman.
yeah.
And like to get peed on.
Yeah.
That's what you said. Oh, why?
and choked. And choked.
You know what?
So before, let me say this.
sir.
Why, when I said all a woman needs is penis and money, you feel like nobody won't hug you and hold you? Because we just said in the beginning of the show that all this is connected. I can't give you good sex if I don't like you. So y'all missing the point. All you heard was I'm giving you raw. Yes,
Yeah,
probably.
that's all you said.
But so if I have to, okay. So now that we have to give you everything,
Please break it down.
I shouldn't have to, because some things are understood. If I'm giving, if all your needs is getting met, and I'm giving you good penis every night, don't you think that actually comes with me actually liking you?
Okay. Well,
That has to.
Do you have to say
I
those?
said every night. So that means that I'm not staying off and being in the streets. Like, come on, man. Like, some of this shit, I'll bait y'all with a vague question and look at all the bullshit coming out there. Oh,
Yeah, because sometimes we need to hear it. If
But-
you're just saying straight D and money, then that's all. That's the two things that we're looking at. When you saying what else do you need besides D and money, and we're telling you what else we need, now you saying all of that's combined. Okay, and that's great. Thank you for letting us know
So-
all that is combined.
So, like Fatim said, if you want companionship to be the main thing, which is cool, which one you gonna give up, the dick or the money, for the companionship? Because you got to replace one.
Why do I have to replace it?
No.
You just said all that's included.
Yeah, no. With your synopsis of the whole situation, if you're saying that you need more than dick and money because you want companionship or wiener, excuse me, PP. If you want more than PP and money, let's take one off and replace it with companionship. Which one you taking off? See, if it was that important, you know which one. So with that
All right,
being
let's
said,
wrap it up.
You just said all of us.
All right, we
included.
outta
So
here.
why are we back to choosing what?
Exactly.
we're picking?
See?
You just
'Cause
said
I just
that
said the main
all
two.
of that was included. So now you backtracking.
no, that's just like somebody saying which one you want to breathe or you want some
Well, I
food.
definitely want the companionship because
So which one you gonna give
later
up?
on, something's not going to be working.
No.
as well as it was.
No, see, you back. So which one you gonna get rid of? So you rather have money and companionship or D and companionship?
D in companionship.
See, so you rather be broke
No,
and have a
'cause we
friend?
already established.
No, you're not. See,
How many scenarios are we going to use
it's the
here?
same scenario, but I get what you're saying. All you need is D and money, cause see, look,
Don't look at me.
It took her too long to answer.
Yo.
Cause all I need is coochie and money. I don't need nothing else. I don't even need a place to stay, motherfucker. I stand up.
You know
and
what?
sleep.
I cannot.
It's the truth. A man we simple. Some men want peace over certain things. Everybody ain't the same, but with women, y'all simple. D and money. That's all y'all talk about.
That's a lie.
Every time we come on this show, girl, he coming too quick. The penis ain't good.
What?
His money messed
Oh, you
up.
talking about the letter?
Anytime. If you listen to every time we come on this show,
easy on the
because
bell.
listen, I watch these shows
That's the
multiple.
truth, man.
I watch these shows multiple times a week, and I go back through some of the stuff. That's how I study this shit. Y'all talk about penis and money more than anything else on this show.
And they talk about me talking about sex.
Oh, you
Okay.
know.
No. Y'all talk about y'all might not be as I'm not talking bad about you. Y'all might not be as vulgar. I'm not talking. They might not be as vulgar as what he's saying. But when somebody getting D down real good and somebody getting money all the time, y'all be like, girl, where you going? You stupid.
I mean, we can't help what letters come through. We're talking about the letter.
All right, we'll be talking about crocheting next week on the T.
Because Herman over there looking like, okay, we wrapping this up. Come on.
Let's go.
Final thought?
My final thought, real quick, is that, yo, bro, just leave it alone. You got to leave it alone. You got to get out of it. She's pregnant now. What more red flag? That's the whole tarp. That's the red tarp over the whole field. You're done. Move on. That's it.
I'm gonna say this, man. Bruh, I don't want to apologize for you getting your heart hurt. I just hope it don't ever happen again. I hope this is a learning experience that you realize that, you got the money, you just didn't get a chance to give it a D. If you would have gave her that, she probably would have liked you a little more. But to be completely honest with you, man, reset and reevaluate and realize that you are more than just what's in your back pocket. Be a man, and a man has to stand up for something, and you just didn't do that. So let me just say, I hope this never happens to you again or anybody else that's listening to, my voice right now.
Yeah. That was both great advice, guys. Yeah, and to the young man, just be careful. I mean, I don't know if I want to come behind what you just said because, that was really good. But thank you, sir, for writing the letter. I hope that your heart can be put back together because I know you are broken from this.
Pockets might be broken, too.
Well, that too.
I don't know. If he spent 27, that willy-nilly, he ain't broke.
Good guys and good girls do finish last most of the time.
No, they don't. No,
I
they
would
don't.
say, this is my final thought.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Can I say, sir, to you, do not change who you are because of how she treated you. Because there is someone out there for you who's going to appreciate you. So don't change who you are for no one. Just continue being that good guy that you say you are. And Yeah, she's out there.
Ain't nothing wrong with if you nerdy, you can get a little swag. Ain't nothing wrong with
Wait,
that.
she said don't change. So you want this man to be a sucker for the next one too?
That's what
I,
I'm
I
saying.
don't want him to.
What?
I don't want him to change and be a bad guy.
No,
And,
we don't have
like,
to say you got to be a
turn it
bad guy.
around and he start using.
But we can
women,
improve.
or you know what I'm
Karma, karma. Y'all talked about karma. Now it's his turn. Y'all talk about karma. Now he's.
Now he should be the one.
Oh,
now he
yeah.
could be the one.
There you go.
There you go.
Shit.
Use them, bro.
Use him, baby.
Fuck them all. Hey,
You
you
want
just
it?
said date them all. She said it. Tell me she ain't said that the last 3 times she been here.
You better close it down, girl. Cause
Veronica,
karma.
did EJ say?
Date him.
She said live your best what life?
Life.
No.
Life.
Thank you.
Ooh.
She said live your best whole life, bro. Do it.
Oh, but hey, brother.
mean,
Karma,
that's-
brother. Karma.
I tell you, I study
Tired-
these shows.
Tired of being sucker. Shit.
And sometimes being the nice person, it does get old. It does.
Thank you.
It
Ooh,
really
Veronica
does.
said that tonight.
Yeah. All right. All hearts and minds are clear.
Yeah, we good.
This vodka's pretty good.
Yeah.
This water.
Yeah, you drunk that down.
Live your best whole life, bro.
Live your best whole life.
That ain't good advice, but whatever.
Live your life. Life is short. Have fun. You know, do what's going to make you happy. But some people can't change like that, though. Once you're nice, it's like it's hard to turn your ways from that. But
I think you're nice,
thank you.
but you're not going to get walked over. Meaning that you said you've learned from your past relationships. You've learned, but you try to purge the bad, keep the good, and build on the good. That means you realize some of your weaknesses and some of your strengths, and you build on that and work on that. But at the end of the day, you're nice, but you always have a line that if somebody steps across that line, you're going to push their ass back.
Right. I'm playing ass back.
That's right.
Right, Victor?
I reckon.
Order in the court. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching Tangy Tea of Life. We appreciate y'all so much each and every Tuesday. My brother Victor, thank you so much hanging out with us. Of course, every Tuesday. Brother Fatine, WBLS radio station, New York. We appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate you.
All right, and to all of you out there, thank y'all so much for watching the tea tonight. We appreciate y'all. If you would like to be a guest on the show, if you have an email letter, if you have a topic you want us to talk about, send it to tangyteaoflife@gmail.com. If you know me personally, come in my inbox, let me know.
Did you say come in your inbox? Did you just say come in your inbox? God, dog. You just said come in. If you know you personally, come in your inbox. That's exactly what you said.
Yeah, you said come with an M ending. You didn't say
You
come.
know what?
You didn't say
On that
come.
note, yeah, have a great night. Enjoy one another. Love upon one another. Leos, it is still our season. All right. So we have a few more days to live our best life, Leos. Thank you, CMG Studios, Herman, allowing us to be here live. If you have a podcast or you getting started with the podcast, you may want to give it Herman and use this beautiful set that we be on each and every Tuesday. All right, guys.
Prayers for you, Thomas. But let's end it on a positive note.
I didn't see what Thomas.
Just keep it.
All right, Thomas.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
So with that, yeah.
All right. Good night, guys. Have a great night and love up on one another. Have a great weekend. And God willing, we'll see you back here next Tuesday. Good night.
Buenas noches.